What's up, you guys? Yes, I made an upgrade to my background, the critic here, and today I'm reviewing Planetory Destruction by Doc D. Logic's new hip-hop artist Doc D has released his first free album, and he claims to be from the year 2097. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to play stupid here and lie. We all obviously know that this is Logic, and I still kind of believe he was full of it when he said No Pressure was his last album. Like many hip-hop heads who have followed his career, did I personally believe that this was the official last Logic album?
Nope.
No Pressure was actually his best album since Under Pressure, and it would have been a fitting conclusion to the end of his controversial and complicated hip-hop career. And now he has released a surprise mixtape under the name Doc D, and it is obviously dedicated to the late legendary rapper
MF, the supervillain.
Was it necessary for him to release this tribute mixtape? Now I want to talk about the Cosmo skits first. I thought they were kind of cute, and it's not something to take seriously. Logic tries so hard to not make these skits sound like
Doom
would make, but he fails to do that, unfortunately. The radio hosts he's made up, he does not make up for it as well, and the whole premise of the skit centers around a heartbroken Doc D who wants to destroy every universe and every galaxy because he went through a breakup with Sharon. Logic creates a boom bap
Doom
mixed approach with a vocal performance that exactly sounds like
Doom
on the track intro. Once you hear Ayo at the beginning of Planetory Destruction, you damn well know it's Logic, obviously. And I've been waiting for another Logic and Big Limbo collab track since Young Jesus from The Incredible True Story, and I think this track didn't disappoint as a technical sequel. I like the haunting
Doom
production, and like I said before, Logic is trying so hard to sound like
Doom.
Better Text Back focuses a little bit more on the boom bap
Doom
production, and this is where it starts to center around this character Sharon. The skits that come on in between the track doesn't make any sense as well either. I mean, it doesn't really fit into the track. It makes the mixtape sound really unfocused. Green Juices basically has the same beat production as Better Text Back, but with a melody that sounds similar to Crazy World. It has the same verse timing as Better Text Back, and the skits don't make as much sense as the track itself. Double Sample has a better balanced production this time, with not as much drum lines, but more lo-fi. I think Logic tried to create a track of what if
Doom
met and collaborated with the legendary hip-hop producer Nujabes. Backstory continues that lo-fi segment with Logic bringing some
Doom
like vocal performance and a short versatility again. The skits at the end was a bit cringy because Logic is not a good voice actor at all. I would have taken it more seriously if somebody like Rick and Morty creator Justin Roiland was a part of all of the skits. Would have been more awesome, just simply because he was Logic made a guest appearance in Rick and Morty. Back to the Basement is basically just Logic reminiscing about his underground days. It features this group of artists such as Big Limbo, Seventh Assassin, Shy Gray, and Tony Tone. They had good vocal performances and versatilities, but they were just too short. He basically used this iconic hip-hop production from Tribe Called Quest and just freestyles over them. And this time, this beat specifically came from Five Dogs' 8 Million Stories off of Midnight Marauders. And, you know, I mean, he's kind of good with the freestyles. Outer Space Gang sounds like a second part to Fade Away, and it's good. Logic is back to his pop culture reference versatilities, and it's still good. Like and J Mars also bring as much to the table as well. Butt Ass Naked tries too hard to be a romantic comedy track. The production makes no absolute sense to this whole entire mixtape, and Logic obviously took this idea straight from Snoop Dogg's character DJ Eazy-Dick. This track was absolutely the worst track off of this mixtape. Ready Player Gun is obviously a reference to the movie created by Steven Spielberg, Ready Player One, which was a decent movie. Buddy and Like are good features, and yet again they take the idea from A Tribe Called Quest. We've got the jazz off of the Low End Theory, but he takes center stage for it, and I get why he did it. It's because he's known for being easy to work with, persistent, and energetic in the studio, as I've seen it from Dreamville's short documentary. 20 Million Woolongs consists of mostly a skit between two bounty hunters, and then the versatility doesn't make as much sense either. The production calms down a bit more, making it sound like Doc D is on the run. Bounty Law continues that story with versatility, making a bit more sense why Doc D is on the run. Del the Funky Homo Sapien brings a good feature as well by furthering this conflict of bounties versus Doc D. Death of Destruction concludes this album as a bit of an outro with break it down beat Logic is known for. Overall, I think this mixtape tries too hard not to sound like
Doom
album. I get it. Logic wanted to create a mixtape dedicated to the late and legendary rappers like
MF, the supervillain.
just like a lot of rappers would have done in the past. We all did somehow see this coming because, like I said before, we all know Logic hasn't officially retired. I hope that Doc D doesn't really become a thing for him because I just find it unnecessary, and if I were him, I don't really want to disrespect Doom's legacy at all. I think he was trying too hard to focus on a lot of production, and I think that's what he should have done the next time he makes music again, actually. The skits didn't make the mixtape any better. I mean, you're going to make a skit that's similar to Joyner Lucas, then hire a voice actor like Kid Cudi did on his bad album Speed and Bullet to Heaven. I feel like this mixtape could have been better without any features, and actually without Logic himself. No offense at all. If you said you're retiring from rap, then stop rapping for a while and don't make such a rushed comeback. At least come back to the music industry just producing. I'm giving Planetory Destruction by Logic a C-. Let's switch it up! Hey guys, what did you think about this album? Be sure to comment down below. Make sure you guys follow my Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter as well. Thank you guys. You're amazing. Peace out.
Doomsday.